Hello, California. I decided to give you guys a shout out. I'm out here thinking and I'm hoping that a lot of you already woke. You guys awake yet with all the stuff that's going on? If not, then you are probably still following what your Newsom is telling you. I don't know if you have noticed the difference between the way you hear Newsom talk and the way you hear governors from other states talk. One thing that stuck to me was very uh, weird is the way Newsom said, "We're closing schools indefinitely. Our schools are not opening back up." I can't quote him exactly, but that's what I read. Difference here in Texas is our governor's telling us, you know, we're closing until a certain date, and we're keeping posted. Uh, Newsom has a way of putting fear into people, while other governors are giving people hope and reassurance and guidance, good guidance. I don't really like, but that's why I left California because I really didn't like the way um, the leaders there were handling their business. The reason I asked if you were woke is because I see this as a preview. People are panicking, and the scare is very real. But this is not the real thing. I don't think this is the real thing. But in a way, I was telling somebody, I posted on Facebook about socialism and how I don't like people telling me what to do or what to say or what to think. And that's something that California has. And I don't agree with that. And so what's going on right now, even though the President Trump is also encouraging the governors to do whatever they think that they need to do, and uh, and he's providing also the National Guard. I think each state has their own reasons why they want to push that. Some governors are for safety, but I really believe that the California has to do it, wants to do it because they want to have a dictatorship. And you've seen it in Newsom. I mean, people vote for one thing, and and the governor gives them something else. And that's where socialism is. That's what they've been pushing for. And and I guess to some point, there's some people in California that want that. I just don't know why people don't actually go to those places where socialism exists. Like, for example, I wanted to be more free. I wanted less regulation. I wanted more of the conservative type. So, and I wasn't having it in California, so I moved to Texas, where I do have it, and I'm happy. But I'm thinking that a lot of Californians are confused and don't actually know what they want. They want something, and then in their mind is what they're saying or what the government is offering. But then it turns out that it's not good. It turns out that that's not what they wanted, and that it didn't work out fine. And they think it's going to work out a certain way, and it doesn't work out that way because right and wrong is always going to be right or wrong. It doesn't change because you feel a certain way. The laws of nature and human nature are always going to be the same. That doesn't change. It's like when God flooded the earth, and he later felt bad because he killed every living thing, almost every living thing on earth. And he said something about it's in human nature that the humans are always curious. And it's the same thing. We keep the circle. Scripture says that there's nothing new under the sun. Okay, and the story that we are living right now, it already happened before. It happened with the Tower of Babel. I mean, all the people were, they were all together. They were all speaking the same language. They were all of the same knowledge, and they got so egotistical that they wanted to reach the gods, and they made a big old tower. And God made it different, confused their language, and everybody headed in different directions. Um, that's socialism for you. That's communism. And we should be different. We should be able to be different, and we should all be able to live in different areas. That's another thing that California is pushing. That they want to have all people crammed into one little spot so that they have a control over everything. They have a control over your money that they call taxes. You got to wake up, people, because this is just a preview. We're gonna come back from this, We're gonna come back stronger. We're gonna beat this, and the economy is gonna boom like never before. Yeah, and but eventually they'll have their way, and it'll be a big fall, a huge fall, like Donald Trump, huge, huge. It's gonna get ugly, and I hope everybody uses this as a lesson to be prepared, to learn, and to move forward and for the next one. Harley, I hate to say this, but and I don't mean to brag, but I'm very in touch with the. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I pray a lot, and I'm very in touch with the scriptures, and I'm very in touch with my God, and I'm hardly ever wrong. And sometimes I hope that I'm wrong, but I'm hardly ever wrong. So take my advice, wake up. Stop listening to what the media is telling you. Stop listening to what social media is telling you, because there's a lot of lies. Think for yourself. I keep telling you. Don't even listen to my advice. Think for yourself. Read for yourself. Learn for yourself. And please wake up, because there is going to be a shutdown. People think they're not going to shut down. There's going to be a shutdown, because they're pushing for the truckers to. You think that these people they're able to stock up for Super Bowl Sunday. They're able to stock up for Thanksgiving. They're able to stock up for a whole bunch of stuff, and all of a sudden there's no toilet paper. Are you kidding me? They're putting people into panic mode. They're scaring the heck out of people. There's a reason for that. That's how they manipulate the masses. That's how they did it in China. That's how they did it in Venezuela. They always do that. They scare the heck out of people. You got to start thinking for yourself. All right? They're not. The leaders are not going to tell you. They're in power. They're power hungry. You've seen it. The reason they attack Trump is because he's helping the people, and he's unveiling their corrupt businesses. You've seen Biden say it. How come nobody made a complaint about Hunter Biden? These people are power hungry. They're money hungry, and that's your money. So wake up, people. I had a whole bunch of thoughts that were coming to my mind, and all of a sudden I went blank. But back to where I was. They'll put pressure on the truckers. The supplies will stop coming in. People will go into more panic because they won't have the medicines, or they won't have the food or the supply that they need. Eventually we'll run out, right? Then the people will stand up and they'll fight back. They'll wake up. More and more will wake up. And violence will come about. And the National Guard will put pressure more. And more people will stand up, and there'll be violence. It'll just escalate. And here's where they shut down the internet. They will shut down the internet. the economy is going to collapse. This is already done deal, and there will be so much violence that they won't see. Everybody will have their phones and they want to record. They're not going to be able to record, or there won't be any reason for them to record because nobody's going to be seeing it. Everybody will be sectioned off. I will not be able to go to town, and people from town will not be able to come over here. So, if you're still in California, I would advise to get the hell out. Get out of there. I said the H word. Sorry. Get out. Get out of California. Those are communists. Find yourself a nice place. And if you can't get out, hunker down. But if not, just write it out and wait for the next one and get prepared. Okay. All right. Signing off. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.